We are code 123.
Are judges ready? On the northeast tip of North America, on an island called Newfoundland, there's an airport. It used to be one of the biggest airports in the world. And next to it is a town called Gander.
An elementary school.
The two-person police department.
An SPCA.
A hockey
A local
rink.
TV station.
It's a small place on a giant rock in the ocean. Everybody knows everybody else. And everybody has a story to how they started that day.
Out of the staff room.
I'm sitting in my car.
Now I'm in the library. Then I turn on the radio.
We're told there will be over 200 flights getting diverted across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been an incident in the U.S. that will require us to make an unscheduled stop in Gander, Newfoundland.
September 11th, 2001.
Terrorists crash planes into the World Trade Center in New York City and the west side of the Pentagon.
The fourth plane crashes in rural Pennsylvania.
In response to this, the United States closes its airspace. Incoming flights are diverted to other airports.
The little town of Gander, Newfoundland was once the refueling stop for transatlantic flights, but later the airport languished.
Until 9/11, flights from all over the world, carrying some 7,000 people, were sent to Gander, doubling the size of the town in hours.
This is a story, not of a person, but of a town. Their kindness and their human spirit in response to tragedy.
This is Come From Away
by David Heim and Irene Senko.
Who would a normal day begin? Half a dozen flights. And now, I've already got 3 times so many landing in 2 hours.
American Transit Flight number 25 is requesting that when they deplane, they be a priority.
Why?
They were headed to Disney World with 90 Wish kids. Dum, dum, dum.
11:59 a.m., September 11th, 2001. Any available community buildings will be converted into shelters with thousands of passengers arriving in a minute. The town is asking for help with, well, anything you can do. Hello? I heard you pumping into some gas. I thought I'd see if I could help. How many passengers can we take? Well, we fit about 500 students. Yes, we could probably do 700 if we pack them in. When are they coming? Could be any time now. Oh, well, I'm glad I phoned.
I get a call asking for anything 700 people from around the world might need. So I head down to Shoppers, and the manager says,
Just take anything you want off the shelves.
toothpaste, deodorant, floss. And I'm back at the school unpacking everything.
You know, those places probably got some babies on them.
So I'm back to Shoppers, and we're unloading the diapers when.
You know, those babies are probably going to be hungry.
So I'm back to Shoppers, and we're unloading the formula and baby
You know, those
food
places
when.
are probably filled with women of childbearing age. So I'm back to Shoppers to get as many pounds and tampons as we have.
Finally, my bus arrives at the Salvation Army camp.
We pass through a large gate. Then the bus pulls to a stop. And through the windows, we see all these people coming out of the buildings.
Everyone's dusted off their Salvation Army uniforms to welcome these people.
There are soldiers everywhere. The man at the front opens the door.
Shh! I say, here you go. Out you go. But, then I notice she's clutching a Bible. Well, I can't read it, but it'll have the same number system as ours does. So I asked for it. And I'm looking for something. There, in Philippians 4:6. I'm handing them their Bible saying, look, Philippians 4:6, be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing.
And that's how we started speaking the same language. I'm going to show you to your rooms. Oh, we've got 2 TV sets up in the cafeteria with the news on, so you can actually see what's happened.
I didn't even think. They haven't seen any of it yet.
And we just stand there helpless, watching them. They're exhausted, but they don't want sleep. They want phones.
1:45 a.m., 6 phones are put on tables for the plain people to use free of charge.
An hour later, they set up 20 more phones.
An hour after that, 75 phones and computers with internet are all being used around the clock.
I interview a woman from Queens. Her son is a firefighter. They still can't account for him. She starts crying. And I start crying too. And I can't stop shaking. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
There's this one man from the Middle East. Hasn't said a word to a soul. And some of the other passengers seem a little bit wary of him, so it is a little odd to find him poking around in the
Hello.
Hello, can I help you with anything?
Can I be of assistance with a what?
Oh, that won't be
But
necessary.
I,
You go on and sit down. I noticed this passenger who hasn't eaten anything, so I notify our host.
Turns out he's an Orthodox Jewish rabbi who only eats kosher food. The next thing I know, I'm sent up in the faculty lounge making a kosher kitchen for any other Jewish passengers, but also for 2 Hindu women, some Muslims.
I haven't been to church in years. But for some reason, that song is in my head. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you.
There's a man here in town. He's lived there nearly his entire life. He heard that there was a rabbi diverted here, and so he came to tell me his story.
I was born in Poland. I think my parents, they were Jews, sent me here before the war started. They told me never to tell anyone I was Jewish, even my wife. But after what happened, all those stories gone, I had to tell somebody.
During Al-Fajr, when most people are asleep, it is easier to pray. But at Duhur, I can feel them watching me. Sometimes when they don't think I am looking, I can see the fear in their eyes.
The library's open for anyone looking for some peace and a quiet place to pray.
Ose shalom divrma, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Israel, ve'imru imru, amen. Allahu Akbar, Subhan Rabbi Alavi. Allahu Akbar, Subhan Rabbi Ala. Please let me help with the food.
No, my love, you're a guest.
I am a master chef at an international hotel chain. I oversee restaurants from across the world. Please let me help with the food.
Get in there.
September 14th, shelters will be alerted as each plane is cleared to go.
September 15th, finally, they get the planes up and going again. And I go down to tell the Wish kids that they aren't gonna get any Disney World. But they're not sad. They're going on hay rides, canoe rides. If they made it to Orlando, they would have gotten 4 days of rain.
As the plane people leave, they keep stopping us, thanking us, trying to give us money, but we say, look, you can slip it down in the suggestion box, but honestly, we're happy with the thank you on your band.
September 16th, we're all exhausted. Some of us have been up for 5 days straight working. I can't sleep. I start crying. I hadn't let myself do that the whole time. You might want to come down to the town hall. They just opened the suggestion box. When we finally converted all the currency from around the world, people had donated over $60,000.
Newfoundland is one of the only places outside of the United States where we share the steel from the World Trade Center.
On the tip of North America, On an island called Newfoundland, there's an airport. And next to it is a town called Gander. We honor what was lost, but we also commemorate what we found. Thank
Thank you.